Good morning, thank you for watching. You know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Today we are again on the peas, so do come with me, and I really appreciate your support in watching, commenting, subscribing. I do read all your comments. I might just not reply very quickly because I am working at the same time and I do struggle to even get the content out, but thank you, I really appreciate it, everyone. So let's go. So every morning, well, there's always a handful of trucks at the lot here because they're always parked up here, ready to go to the elevator, which opens at 8 in the morning. So it's just gone 7 o'clock right now, and we're just about to get in the Kenworth over here, take it to the field because we're going to use that as a service truck today. A little different because I'm on Patrick's crew, so this is what they use. How cool is that though, that we can just get engine oil, hydraulic oil, fuel, and there's even a dump place for the oil in this service truck. It's got pretty much everything. So to make the fuel come out of this truck, we have to engage the PTO. So just engage the PTO, jump out. I think it's in this one. There's the fuel and just press pump. So this was the truck I was talking about this morning that has oil, engine oil, hydraulic oil, fuel, AdBlue, a bit of everything, even a dump place for the oil. But we're just filling up with fuel now. I'm on the rounds, so I'm starting up at this combine and we got them to do. So I'm working in a different crew this time. We got 4 of us, 4 combines and a few trucks, and we are taking the grain, so the peas, to bins, so farmers' bins rather than elevators, which means we can work as long as we want to or can, because we're not restricted by elevator times. Okay, it's time to go into transport mode now. I put that on, then put my tyre up and done the other side. Just going to hook up now. We got truck 9, which Chase drives, and Derek's truck number 14. Both lovely looking trucks. I do like the colours on them. We're just, as I said, I just put mine into transport mode. And we're waiting to leave the field. I think we're leaving because you see all this green stuff here? It's affecting the moisture, so we're going to go find a different field and probably come back to this one. So I was doing the fuel this morning and I was using the Kenworth, and I didn't realise it didn't have a click off latch. So I was just like sat there watching it, like, you know, checking it wasn't going to overflow. Luckily I did check. Just as I checked, it went all over me. It wasn't too bad. All my glasses, my legs. I now absolutely stink of diesel. And I've only been here like an hour. And oops, I've just greased my combine and I'm full of grease. So it's not even 10 o'clock and I'm dirtier today than I left yesterday. But I'll show you, look, hang on. See where I maybe got a little bit on my legs. But anyway, yep, got my little notes up there. We're just waiting, someone's checking the field for the peas, and then we are going to get going. I love the colour of the peas, I think they're so nice if you watched my video yesterday. So I just wanted to quickly talk about what is a custom harvest crew for the new ones that have joined, and even some of the people maybe back in the UK, because we don't really have it back there. So basically a custom harvest crew is a big crew. They have loads of combines, well not maybe loads because some have 5, 2, Paplows have 10/11, and they basically travel across America. So Paplows start in Iowa because that's where they're from, and then travel down to Texas and work all the way up right to the Canadian border. Now because we're in Montana, we're pretty close to Canada, and I think we go even 5 hours up after this stop, so keep watching for that. But basically they come and harvest farmers' crops just on a really, really big scale. And now you need a lot of combines because these fields are massive. I mean, the other day I was in a 1,000-acre field. But these custom harvesters, they live on the road. So they live in campers. These campers are pretty lovely though. You know, they're not just what we get in the UK, which are a little rubbish, I have to say. They're kitted out, but we have to be so resourceful because even fuel we have to fill up every morning. We don't just have a fuel like tank in the yard because we don't have a yard. We're moving and hopping and hopping and hopping. Now it goes on for quite a while. I personally flew in April, and I'm going to be still going with this wheat harvest till the end of September. Now then they start fall harvest, which is corn and soybeans. Well, wheat harvest could finish a little early, but maybe max to about end of September. So then they start fall harvest, and they still live on the road. So technically, these custom harvest crews live on the road more than they live in their own houses, which is a big sacrifice. But a lot of people have been brought up with it and love it. And it is a lovely, it is a great thing to do and a great experience. And if anyone's looking at going and trying it out, then I'd definitely say it's a great way to travel whilst doing what you love and learning lots of new experiences. Okay, let's go and have a good day. More peas, and hopefully they haven't been hailed on either.
We don't gotta worry about the gates. There's no cattle out here anymore.
I still haven't seen a snake or heard a rattlesnake yet, but a few guys have said they've heard them and seen them. And quite a lot of people like to take the rattles as well, which is something I hadn't heard of before coming out here. That field done. We've done 3, but like 2 were very, very little baby ones. But on to the next. I'm not sure where we're going now. I reckon we're going to have to go back into transport mode. And off we go on our next adventure. We're all in header transport mode, so let's go. So whilst I've got you up on my phone stand documenting my journey, look how beautiful the mountains are. So we haven't been near the mountains for a few days because I changed crew and they're working a little bit more into Montana compared to where I was at Paul when we first got there, but we're sort of heading back that way because this crew was like maybe an hour and a half out at the end of every night, but obviously we're working closer and closer back to base. But I thought it was just a good view to show you and talk about whilst we were there, and I'll let you enjoy it for a little bit. Also, just wanted to give a quick shout out to Derek Bayliss from North Oakley. I know you watch all my videos and you're following my journey out here, Dan told me, so thank you. And thank you to all my watchers, all my subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. But hi, Derek. And yeah, just keep going and hopefully we'll see you when we get home. Okay, we're just pulling into the field now. So we all have this active thing which we can all see what each other's doing. Because look, I'm on the green line and Ben in front of me is on the blue line, but you can see it moving. So this is really useful if he's at one end of the field, I'm at the other, and we don't know if each other have gone up a line. We can just scroll out and look to see if someone's actually started it. So just a little update, it's 9:30 and everything's going pretty good so far. We're dumping in the farmer's bins, which means we can go for as long as we like. Well, and also as long as the moisture is right. We were hoping just to get this field finished, but we are literally on our last few strips now. So I think that's good news, so we might even move on to the next field. So the next field is 40 acres and we are going for it because it looks like it's also going to rain tonight. So let's go. And it shouldn't take us too long with 4 combines. So it's only literally up on that hill, but we've been told to put it in transport mode because it'll be easier. So here we go. So it's now unattached. Everyone else is doing theirs. Patrick's cutting. First, I'm going to connect everything up. Oh, that was a bit of a struggle, I have to say, because this thing is broken over here and it's an absolute nightmare on my own. But it's sort of half in and hoping it doesn't fall out. But I'll just keep an eye on it. That's all I can do right now. Oh.